So what happens when you hear your favorite vanilla fragrance now has a dupe? You go ahead and order one for yourself. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bella and this is Bella's Perfume Diaries. If this is your first time stumbling on this channel, Perfume Diaries is a series where we'll talk about perfumes, a sprinkle of beauty and lifestyle. So if this is the kind of content you like, please click that subscribe button and join the family. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in once again. So on today's episode, I have something really exciting for you guys. We found a dupe for one of my favorite vanilla perfumes ever. Let me show you how obsessed I am with this fragrance. This is where my obsession started from this little 5 ml bottle. Immediately I smelled this fragrance, I ordered myself a big bottle. But did that stop there? I went ahead and got myself a backup bottle. Just imagine my joy when I heard that this fragrance has a dupe now. I'm excited that you guys can now see why I'm obsessed about Burberry Goddess. So what happens when you hear your favorite vanilla fragrance now has a dupe? You go ahead and order one for yourself. So in this episode, I'm going to be comparing these two fragrances and letting you guys know if they are actually dupes or not. So let's start with Burberry Goddess and do a little introduction of this fragrance just in case you're just confused like what the hell is Burberry Goddess. So Burberry Goddess is a fragrance that was recently released by Burberry. This fragrance is said to be a vanilla fragrance. If you know me well, you know I'm a crazy vanilla lover. It has top notes of vanilla, lavender, cacao, ginger, middle notes of vanilla caviar, and has base notes of vanilla absolute. From the top to the mid to the base, there is a vanilla somewhere in there, just to show you that they did not come to play. When they say this is a vanilla fragrance, this is a vanilla fragrance. The reason why I fell in love with this fragrance is because how did they ever think that a very bright, zesty ginger mixed with a creamy vanilla would create masterpiece? It's almost like bringing fresh, zesty spiciness to like sensual, creamy warmness. They're like two opposite ends, but the way they come together in this fragrance blends beautifully. If you're a true vanilla lover, you would be obsessed with this, best believe. This fragrance is said to have lavender in it. I will not say like the lavender is very dominant. What I get most in this fragrance is that spicy ginger with hints of cacao, because this fragrance has cacao in it, and then this creamy, delectable vanilla caviar that almost smells like ice cream. Like it's very smooth, very creamy, very sensual. It's very warm, very cozy. This fragrance gives me a mix of sophistication and sensual. It just has every single thing I love in a vanilla fragrance. So now this video is not about Burberry Goddess. This video is about Athena from MAISON Alhambra. MAISON Alhambra always just comes up with dupes of most of my favorite perfumes. The first one they did was La Belle Le Parfum from Jean Paul Gaultier. That fragrance has been in existence for the longest time and nobody ever came up with a dupe. But MAISON Alhambra bodied that. And then when they came out with Athena, immediately I saw it and they said it was a Burberry Goddess dupe. The way I ran, I almost broke my legs running to get this fragrance. First of all, let's start with this bottle. Isn't this bottle stunning with the gold design? What I love most about this bottle is this cap. It comes in this nude-like marble cap, which is just the prettiest, with the name written in gold here, Athena, and then the transparent bottle that is giving chic, added with that cap that just elevates the fragrance even more. They hit with the packaging of this fragrance. So this is what the bottle looks like. Let me show you what the packaging looks like. So the packaging comes in this gold box. It's so pretty. Eau de Parfum MAISON Alhambra. And at the back, you have the name here, Athena, and the notes 100 ml 3.4 fluid ounce. The packaging of this fragrance is just really stunning. I love the gold design. I love the marble concept added to this packaging. It's just really stunning, guys. How did we not see this coming? You know how most of these Middle Eastern fragrance companies are now, dropping teasers. To be honest, guys, I really hate teasers. I hate teasers because they give me anxiety. Like, what are you bringing out? Tell us the name. Like, give us all the information already. If you're doing teasers, one day is enough. Wrap it up. Wrap it up and tell us what you're producing or what you're coming up with. Even if I hate teasers, at the same time, we did not see this fragrance coming. How did these people create a masterpiece and did not make noise about it? Not even a pimp. So now that we've talked about the packaging, what are the notes in this fragrance? And is it really a Burberry Goddess dupe? Let's find out. The top notes in this fragrance are yerba mate, cypress, thyme, greenery, saffron, and fruits. The middle notes are jasmine, iris, and rose. And then the base notes are amber, leather, vanilla, musk, vetiver, and cedar. This is how the fragrance sprays. I actually love the atomizer on this fragrance. Athena opens with a vibrant burst of mate, cypress, thyme, green, saffron, and fruity top notes that create an invigorating and refreshing introduction. The introduction of this fragrance just captivates you. You know, when you spray a fragrance and you're like, ooh, you don't necessarily need to wait for a fragrance to dry down before you start enjoying it. It captivates you from the first spray. So as the scent develops, the heart reveals a delicate bouquet of jasmine, iris, and rose, offering a romantic, elegant aroma that lingers beautifully on the skin. I'm sure you're surprised to see rose in this fragrance, not expecting it to be floral. Let me explain. The florals in this fragrance doesn't come off as white florals or like screechy or anything. It just makes the fragrance very elevated and sophisticated. It makes the fragrance very elegant. So the florals in this fragrance is not like stand out, like doing too much. It blends completely with that spicy, vibrant burst of ginger at the top to create this very sophisticated, elegant scent. Very romantic, very feminine, and sensual. Finally, the base notes of amber, leather, vanilla, musk, vetiver, and cedar. I was really surprised to see cedar in this fragrance because this fragrance doesn't really give off woody in any way. It just provides a very warm and sensual finish, making Athena a versatile fragrance perfect for any occasion. I don't see this fragrance like a casual scent. It's more of like a dressed up kind of scent. You go out often to meet people, you're surrounded with people. This is where your fragrance shines, and it's just very unique. It's very captivating. It knows how to grab attention, it turns heads. If you're that kind of woman that always like to feel sexy, you like to turn heads whenever you enter the building, Athena is perfect for you. And spoiler alert, guess what Athena is? Athena is goddess of war. So these people were very intentional about duping Burberry Goddess because Burberry Goddess, Athena, they just translated it into another name, but still means the same thing. I love how creative MAISON Alhambra went. Similar packaging with their own twists. I'm already telling you guys this fragrance is duping Burberry Goddess, but I haven't done the comparison. So now let me just wrap it up and then tell you if this is really duping Burberry Goddess. In summary, when you spray this fragrance at first, you obviously get that alcohol smell that you get from all Middle Eastern fragrances, but it doesn't stay long. 2 seconds, it is gone. And then you start to get that spicy ginger. It's very bright, very vibrant, very refreshing, almost zesty. That top just brings you to life. And then it starts to settle a little bit floral. I wasn't expecting that floral, but I love the fact that it was added because it gives it this twist. And finally, the star of the show, which is the vanilla. Very smooth, very creamy, very sexy, very scrumptious. The major notes I smell in this fragrance are the spicy notes, which is the thyme or the greenness that gives it this zestiness, the rose in the mid, and then that vanilla that tops it up and stays with you throughout the fragrance. So now to the burning question you guys have been waiting for. Is this fragrance a dupe for Burberry Goddess? Yes. Yes, it is. This fragrance to me is like 95% similar to Burberry Goddess. In the air, you can hardly tell the difference. Burberry Goddess right now should be going for 100 and something, but this is going for like 25. So if you want to experience Burberry Goddess, but you don't have the money for it, just try Athena. MAISON Alhambra did spectacularly with this Athena.
Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now.
Really? Do you know what's in here?
I don't care. Don't tell me.
For longevity and projection, this fragrance to me lasts about 6 hours on my clothes. Even though whenever I use it, I spray it on my skin and still on my clothes again. So it acts like a double layer for me. I just love spraying this fragrance on me. Like, it's just really pretty, sexy, enveloping. If you need that extra, maybe 1 or 2 hours, you can overspray. But on its own, if you spray it casually or normally, it will carry you for 5 to 6 hours tops. When I say casually, I don't mean 2 sprays, please. Minimum of 10 sprays, that is casually. To me, I feel like the longevity is average. It's not beastly and it's not skin scent either. It just creates a very beautiful scent bubble around you. So to me, I feel like this is a perfect option if you're looking for an affordable alternative to Burberry Goddess. Now let's do the comparison. So now, what are the differences between these two fragrances? When you spray this fragrance at first, it opens very spicy. To me, it reminds me of a spicy alcoholic cocktail, more specifically Long Island. I love to take Long Islands when I'm out, and the opening of this fragrance reminds me of every bit of it, which I guess is coming from that ginger note. The opening of Athena, you get that alcohol first, but just let it settle for like 2 seconds. You start to get that fresh zestiness. I feel like the top of this is a little fresher than this one. This one is more of like cocktail, fresh, spicy. The mid of Burberry Goddess settles with a hint of cacao. It comes off like chocolatey, like powdery chocolate that mixes with that spiciness and the vanilla to create a little bit of thickness. So this one has a little bit of thickness with that chocolate in the mid. While in the mid of Athena, you get this beautiful, elegant rose that makes it become slightly floral. Since lavender is not listed, I feel like the rose in this fragrance kind of replaces the lavender in Burberry Goddess. This fragrance comes off very sophisticated, very elegant, and I think it's that rose that contributes to that sophistication in this fragrance. Now finally, in the base, what will stay with you throughout the fragrance? For Burberry Goddess, this is where you get the vanilla in all its glory. When they listed 3 vanilla in this fragrance, they were not playing around. They were not joking around. Vanilla at the top, vanilla caviar in the mid, and vanilla absolute in the base. So these 3 components of vanilla comes together to shine and shine through. So creamy, so smooth, so sexy, so delicious, but at the same time still very sophisticated. Such a classy vanilla scent, just a very stunning, creamy, sexy, sophisticated scent. And then in the base of Athena, this one also finishes with that vanilla, even though other notes like the cedar, the vetiver, the moss is listed in this one, but what shines through more is that vanilla, which just creates this very creaminess. Even though it's not as creamy as Burberry Goddess, it mixes with the rose and then the spiciness from the top, which just creates a very sexy, sophisticated vanilla scent. 95% similar. Can hardly tell the difference between these two except to spray them side by side. I'm so happy that MAISON Alhambra finally came up with a dupe for my favorite vanilla fragrance ever. I would be spraying this, maybe I would use this on my skin and then use this on my clothes whenever I'm wearing it. Or maybe I just want to smell sexy in my house, smell cuddly on my bed. I can put this on. But I feel like I would never ever get tired of this DNA. So that's my thoughts on Athena from MAISON Alhambra. If you have seen the hype on this fragrance, run and get it before the price increases. Every woman needs to have this fragrance in their collection. You would absolutely love this fragrance. So that's Athena from MAISON Alhambra. Have you tried this fragrance? Let me know in the comment section what you think about it. Would you love to try this fragrance? Let me know in the comment section as well. Which Middle Eastern gourmand or vanilla fragrance are you currently loving? Hook your girl up in the comment section. I would love to connect with you in the comment section. Thank you guys for tuning to Bella's Perfume Diaries. I'll be seeing you on my next episode. Bye.